So these are 5 signs to know if your man or your woman is cheating. With these signs, you'll be able to determine or tell if your wife or your husband is cheating. Are you ready? Let's go. The number one sign to know if your husband or your wife is cheating is that he or she become distant and uncommunicative. Maybe you and your wife or your husband used to have this like warm communication. You guys are always talking, discussing everything, and suddenly you start acting cold. That's the number one sign that he may be cheating. So number two is that he or she develops sudden new interest or hobbies. Maybe when you married your husband, you guys used to always be together and do things together. And now you suddenly discover that he develops this new hobby that you're not part of, like you're not aware. Like you never knew if you had interest in those kind of things before. But suddenly his things have changed. Now he started developing new hobby that you don't really understand. It's also a sign, you know. I'm not saying it's a definite sign that it's cheating, but it's a sign that you can always look up to that he or she may be cheating. Then number three, he or she starts spending more time away from you or from home. When your husband starts spending more time away from home and from you, that may be a sign that he's cheating. Maybe then he's not comfortable with you anymore. He's getting his comfort from somewhere else. So that's another sign to know if a man or a woman is cheating. Number four, he or she becomes uncommunicating. Like she seems to be communicating with someone else that she or he doesn't that he or she doesn't tell you, that you're not aware of. You start communicating with someone else that you're not aware of. Things like that happen all the time. When you see somebody is testing, like hiding and testing, and you can't really tell, like, who you texting? Tell you, don't worry, he's my friend. And when you start hiding things like that and communicating with somebody that you're not aware of, he or she may probably be cheating. You know what I'm talking about? And all of us, we've all experienced that. And number five way to know if your husband or your wife is cheating is that he or she stops sharing as much with you as she used to or he used to. When your partner stops sharing as much as he or she used to share with you, then the person probably has another area where his or her mind is, and he start pulling away by sharing less and less with you. Maybe communication, maybe advice, maybe things that she does or he does. He starts sharing less with you. Then it may be that this person is actually has someone else is sharing with. So these are the preliminary 5 signs to know if your husband or your wife is cheating.